Welcome back to Valley Boys TCG. So, in between rounds of this tournament, me and my opponent decided to go ahead and play our fun decks because we finished our first round fast. So, I'm playing a nice little GOMAMON Source Strip deck, and he is playing a SUKAMON deck. So, honestly, my opponent here in this first round, great dude, and we both have very similar janky builds. I had SUKAMON last time. I wanted to do Numamon this time. I didn't bring either, and he brought both, so we got to have some fun there. But he's got a very interesting version. He's got the SUKAMON build, which allows him to play some very fun stuff. So here I have the SUKAMON out, and I have the training boost to get me to Ikaku. Ikaku will let me go ahead and stun him, essentially, and swing in with jamming. Now, knowing that it's a SUKAMON deck, most of his onboard stuff is probably going to be low cost. And then we just play a Joe to end the turn. Putting him to 2. I don't worry about staying suspended because I know that the SUKAMON deck doesn't have high DP, and that's a very interesting play right there. He does parabolic junk onto his Gizmon so that he can go to the next Gizmon go into Gizmon AT, popping the Gizmon, and basically making it a free recursion there, a free play. So that's very, very fun stuff. I really liked his SUKAMON build. It's a very interesting way to play it with the Gizmon package in there, and in bringing in the having purple mixed in. This is basically a 3-color deck: black, yellow, and purple. So he has access to parabolic junk to do that Gizmon play. He's got access to flaming hell scythe to play out SUKAMON's King SUKAMON from. So there's a lot of fun stuff that this thing can play. And so I go into the Majiramon, and I accidentally say trash the top, and he thought security, and I had to stop him there. That's why my hand shot out. And so we go ahead and stun with the Ikaku Inherited. We hit a memory for him, a Pride memory boost, and he's got the TK there. So we just drop a Gomamon to end turn. We need to get to level 6 next turn. Going into Majiramon, the Joe lets us gain a memory, so that was a efficient use. And next turn we'll have 2 Gomamons and a level 5 to go with, so he's got to kind of get things rolling. We keep those Gizmon stunned because they're the bigger threats, they're the bigger bodies. Swings in, SUKAMON dies, gets to do his search. Looks like he's pulling, no, he's not pulling the king, he's pulling regular. And then the Chumon, the recursion of the Chumon. Yeah, Chumon is so good. I really like the SUKAMON deck. I may run it again soon just because the Chumon recursion is so fun. I love the Platinum SUKAMON. I think that one gives a lot of pressure and disruption. And so Chumon, he goes into another SUKAMON and just kind of sets up there. Start a turn, we get to trash things and gain memory with Joe, so we're in a good position. His Gizmon is no longer stunned, but it doesn't matter because we can just re-stun it. So he tried to choke us to 1. Or to 2, sorry. He tried to choke us to 2, but the Joe gives us the extra memory there. Had we had the level 6, which I wish we did, looks like we drew the Plesio too late. So we go ahead, swing in with the hybrid there, and we actually choose to swing over the SUKAMON. And now we go ahead and swing at security, and we stun the Gizmon again, so he's kind of stuck. That Gizmon's not really going anywhere. He's just kind of staying on board. And then we play a Davis to get us a memory setter for next turn and kind of pretty much set ourselves up nicely. We should be able to go Plesiomon next turn and take the game. We have a lot of presence here. We're in good spirits. It dies, and there we go. He de-digivolves our level 5, so that's going to slow us down next turn just a little bit. He goes into another Suka with the recurred Chumon. So that's my favorite play right there, is going for the Platinum SUKAMON, swing in, and then playing out the Chumon. That gives you the reduced costs, or the Chumon that lets you pull back SUKAMON from trash and just basically keeping the same stack repeating itself. But he's got us lowered. He can't swing with Gizmon. He does have a memory boost to get 2 more memory sitting on board, so he goes back up to 3 and does something with it. And yep, there he is. He pops the boost and drops a Gizmon there, which will let him draw 1, trash 1. But I think we're sitting pretty here. We should be able to just swing out next turn. We do have jamming under Ikakumon, and Gomamon will be unblockable, so even if he finds a way to get a blocker on board, I think we're sitting good. And so here we see him again. He pops the Giz so that he can get another AT to draw trash, and then on deletion, able to bottom deck some Gizmons to get another one on board. So now he's got a bunch of Gizmons on board, but it's not gonna matter, I don't think. I think we have this locked down already, because none of them are blockers. It would be a scary board state if I didn't have enough to go for game here. And Joe's gonna give us the... So Davis will set us the 3, and then start a turn. GOMAMON will trash a source, which will trigger Joe to give us 4 for the turn. So now we got some options of what we want to do, and we decide to make use of the new GOMAMON, because GOMAMON, when attacking, you can send something back if it has no sources. So just to kind of remove some of that board state in case something goes wrong in security, we decide to go ahead and bounce the Suka because it has an on deletion effect, and then it does die to security, but GOMAMON just plays itself right back out. We can swing and stun another Gizmon. That same Gizmon will be stunned the whole time. And now we got the Flaming Hell side, so this is what I'm talking about, security going wrong. But we're still at 2 memory. We've cleared security. He decides to stun the Ikaku, but we do have hybrid for game. So a really fun, quick matchup between the rounds. Really interesting Suka purple deck, so a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you guys join us again next time.